go to the highest level that it should, based on the dual training policy that has already been acceded to.
How are we going to align our education to be in tandem with the targets we have set for ourselves under Vision 2030? If education is the key, TVET is the master. The future is different from the past. We need new skills. We need new competencies. We need new approaches. We need new knowledge for us to tackle an ever-changing world.
The dual training space has been absolute for me. And I am very happy with the government of Kenya for the support of TVET in passing the dual training policy, because that anchors TVET very well somewhere in implementing the dual training space absolutely. So there is no reason, there is no excuse why dual training in Kenya should not go to the highest level that it should, based on the dual training policy that has already been acceded to.
How are we going to align our education to be in tandem with the targets we have set for ourselves under Vision 2030? If education is the key, TVET is the master key. The future is different from the past. We need new skills. We need new competencies. We need new approaches. We need new knowledge for us to tackle an ever-changing world.
The dual training space has been absolute for me. And I am very happy with the government of Kenya for the support of TVET in passing the dual training policy, because that anchors TVET very well somewhere in implementing the dual training space absolutely. So there is no reason, there is no excuse why dual training in Kenya should not go to the highest level that it should, based on the dual training policy that has already been acceded to.
How are we going to align our education to be in tandem with the targets we have set for ourselves under Vision 2030? If education is the key, TVET is the master key. The future is different from the past. We need new skills. We need new competencies. We need new approaches. We need new knowledge for us to tackle an ever-changing world.
The dual training space has been absolute for me. And I am very happy with the government of Kenya for the support of TVET in passing the dual training policy, because that anchors TVET very well somewhere in implementing the dual training space absolutely. So there is no reason, there is no excuse why dual training in Kenya should not go to the highest level that it should, based on the dual training policy that has already been acceded to.
How are we going to align our education to be in tandem with the targets we have set for ourselves under Vision 2030? If education is the key, TVET is the master key. The future is different from the past. We need new skills. We need new competencies. We need new approaches. We need new knowledge for us to tackle an ever-changing world.
The dual training space has been absolute for me. And I am very happy with the government of Kenya for the support of TVET in passing the dual training policy, because that anchors TVET very well somewhere in implementing the dual training space absolutely. So there is no reason, there is no excuse why dual training in Kenya should not go to the highest level that it should, based on the dual training policy that has already been acceded to.
And we are ready. The national anthem will be followed by several other anthems, so kindly pay attention. Let's go.
Should be national. Should be national. It's national.
Thank you so much. But just before you take your seats, please stand to the person seated next to you. If they don't have a good smile, don't worry about it, because I just want to alert our CS. I think the CS is confirmed that she has a very good smile. That's good. I want you to kindly grab your phone, whatever phone you have, because we're going to take a selfie and then take a seat. Imagine. And CS, because you're close to the PS, I think that will be the selfie of the day. So I think you can discuss who has a better phone. It's okay. Please take a selfie. There's a reason why we are with the young generation here, and so we have to do that. I'm going to rescue this section here. Yes, do you mind? Do you mind coming closer? Yes, yes, yes. Come right here. Join us. Join us. Join us. There you go. Excellent. There you go. Lovely. I'll tell you what to do with it. There's a reason why we do this. I'll tell you. Once you have done that, please take your seat. And you did take with someone else, so it's all right. It's okay. We will be able to tell you why we're doing this. Excellent. And I will give you the reason why we have done this. But ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, allow me to welcome us. And it's indeed a privilege to welcome all of us to this important occasion. And thank you so much, Chief Guest, for making time to come right here. This launch of the National Rural Tibet Policy right here at the Campo National Polytechnic. Today marks a defining step in Kenya's journey. And I have been involved a little bit here and there with conversations on Tibet and looking at the work that is doing and the transformation that is bringing down. You actually really tell that it is working well. Today I have the privilege, if you know, the largest company, not just in Kenya, East and Central Africa, is Safaricom. And Safaricom today were releasing their half-year results. But the biggest highlight that they said was the work they're doing with young people to ensure they're living the skills in their life. So what the corporates can recognize that some of the students who are coming from these good experience are really helping them in driving the profitability that they're seeing here. So we want to really appreciate this is touching lives and doing the work that is supposed to be done on the ground. In the meantime, a quick house rules. You need to visit the washrooms, just quite straight out. Whisper to the security team that told me there's no blind here, so if you hear it, exit at the nearest exit. You can see people right there. And if you don't mind, your phone being silent now a little bit, so we can interact. Just allow me as well, and Chief Guest, you will allow me, because if you look at the audience today, the average age, minus the people who are sitting at the front here, the average age is about 22, 23. So this is a bit of a young kind of session, so we shall have that moment. So if you don't mind, tech team, do you mind displaying the screen for me, Elijah, on there, so we can be able to see how do we interact today, so that we can interact with the speech that you're going to give, or any questions that anybody may have. That would be very nice. So if you mind, if you go to the next slide, if you don't mind, very fast for me, so we can interact on that. That's it. Pause there. So you took a picture with someone, it is important to share right away. That's the hashtag. Dual ticket policy. And I will share it right away, so you don't have to go to answer many other questions. Who was this thing that you're taking pictures with? Share it right now. Let the people know that you're right here in Campbell, just to converse with us. On behalf of the season that you don't want to share, not to worry on that. Excellent. So make sure you do that. Make sure you do that and give me that moment, so that this we can enjoy. Dual ticket policy is the hashtag. Please, it's how we shall interact. There you go. Please take your phone. This is a digital time. Type that for yourself. Slido.com. I'll tell you why we do this. Just type that, Slido.com. You can be assured that your data is safe. So don't worry about it. So Slido.com, and the passcode is KINAP. This is where you are. I'd so much appreciate if we can do that very first. Slido.com, KINAP. Because I have a quick question for you, which will be followed lively here as we get to the opening sessions. There you go. I believe you're in, so you can have the next slide. Let's see who has popped in. There you go. Excellent. Who's in the room? Someone's really good. Excellent. Okay. Who's in the room? Your name and organization, please. Don't mind. Just type that very fast. I'd appreciate if we can do that. Excellent. Lovely. That's people are doing that. Excellent. Let's just appreciate a few people in the room. It will help our ticket as well. Recognize them on the go. Excellent. German embassies representative. Thank you so much. Zephanabu Will is here. Motion control engineering services. My goodness, this one had to say we are controlling motions. Excellent. Thank you so much, Asuti Collins. Thank you so much for all the people who are here. Lovely, lovely. And we're coming in first. Thank you so much, Frederick, from ISO Partners Limited, representing quite a number there. Lovely, lovely. So all those guys who are typing, lovely. Keep PPC represented as well. Branding as well represented. Augustine, thank you so much. You can see you all the way. Site savers are here. Lovely. My sample was supposed to be 20, now we have hit already many. Could we quickly, Embassy of Italy, the appointed number, that's why you see the bold there. Excellent. You're right here and we appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Could you have the next slide? We will not wait for the 9 who are still typing, you'll take too much time. They go, what's your favorite ticket cost, by the way? And when I see yes, if you have to go back to the institution, what would be your favorite ticket cost? You know he's laughing, so we agree that we shall be discussing what would be your favorite. Love it. Awesome. There you go. Look at it. Industrial mechatronics. Oh, this is big. I think we need to discuss that. Madam, yes, we have been having conversations. What would be your favorite? Fashion and design. There you go. I believe so. By the way, you have never seen us sometimes, especially at our dinners. Amazing. Look at it. A lot of people on hospitality, mechatronics, electrical installations, welding clothes. I don't know why CS, your plumbing is not showing up here. But don't see it. Why do we need more? We need more. Thank you so much. I have a final question for you. Next slide, please, very first. Thank you so much. In your opinion, all these matter, by the way, which area will benefit most from today, the dual ticket policy? What do you think will be the most beneficial, in your opinion? Let's see what you guys think. Is it innovation and tech? Is it human employability? Is it going to be matters to do with industry productivity? Let's see what people think here, because you know what is going to happen. and then we can get started. And as you're voting, ladies and gentlemen, in the House, we have a graduate with a great testimonial. And I can't wait as well to hear from her experience from the dual Tibet side of things. So please put your hands together for Miss Medrin Wanja, dual Tibet graduate from Thika TTI. A round of applause to her as she comes. You'll be glad to know that she's now employed at Auto Express. Wow. She might be fixing someone's vehicle rider. So welcome. And Karibu Sir, for just a few minutes of your testimony. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. My name is Medrin Wanja. I am glad to be here. The Finland ambassador, the cabinet secretary, Cabinet the permanent secretary, other ministry officials, the principals, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Yes, thank you for this opportunity. As I said again, my name is Medrin Wanja. I graduated from Thika Technical Training Institute. That's we were the pioneers of the dual Tibet program. When we started, it was scary because this was something new. We did not know if it would bear fruit. We did look at 5 years from now, but we did not know what path we were taking. But there was constant assurance that this is the way it is going. This is where we are headed to, and that really gave us assurance. I went to for my training in the companies. I went to Top Quality Motors and the Kenya vehicle manufacturers, and there, the beauty of the dual Tibet is you can never stop learning. So when we did our training in school and we did our training in the industry, it really equipped us. It really equipped us with the skills, and we are very thankful for that. Sorry. My transition to the employment was not that. Sorry. My transition to the job workspace was quite easy. Thank you to GIZ once again. We had a corporate seminar. We had a corporate seminar where we were taught the soft skills, what to expect in the job market, how to handle yourself in the job market. And I feel that this helped us to get ready for when we got there. So my timeline from when I got out of school to when I was employed, it was a difference of 4 months. And how I got my employment was we had a job bazaar, and here they called industries, they called companies, and we were able to express ourselves to the companies. We were able to give them our CVs. We were able to sit with them and talk. And for most of us, that really gave us opportunities. For me, I learned at Auto Express, where I have enjoyed every part of the way. They also give us the um, yes. So thank you very much to the Ministry of Education. Thank you very much to GIZ. Thank you for everyone who has partnered in this. I can tell you, as I speak for many of us who are in the forward one, we are really, really happy that we got the chance to do this. Yes, and we are still waiting for our graduation. That's the covered one. We still say it is in the books, so we are looking for that. We were also hoping is maybe exchange programs to other countries, Yeah, and for this launch, I am really happy for every young woman who is out there, for every young person who is out there, and you're thinking, dual Tibet, what is that? You need to get on with what is happening. This is a place where you not only learn skills, but you're equipped to be an innovator. You don't really need, as you're graduating, you don't really need to think, oh, where am I going to employment? To get employment, you're getting out of here with skills that can help you be an innovator, be an employer. If you get the right funds, you can start up your own things. So we have not only been mentored to get into the employment space. We can go out there. There are so many fields you can stick into. Because personally, right now, I am doing customer service. There was room for me to grow because when I went there, they saw that I have been equipped well. So for me to get into another space it was not as hard. So I would like to encourage us all, for those who are still in school, keep on pushing. For the ladies, it will not be easy. My first few years was not easy. It will be tough. People will want to make sure that, you're not there for the gender equality. It is true that you can do the work that you have been given, but once you show them that you can do it, the amount of respect that comes with it, I am telling you, you will enjoy it. And lastly, again, thank you again to God for this opportunity, to the Ministry of Education, to the GIZ, to the teachers, and to everyone who was in the first cohort that made sure you studied very hard and you did your best so that the rest of the people that followed after us were able to enjoy the same opportunities as you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madeline. By the way, Madeline, are you making money?
Yes, I am.
Okay, just checking. She's making good money. Thank you. Let's appreciate her one more time with a beautiful round of applause. The private sector, very critical in ensuring that they can get these jobs. And look at the polls. A lot of people are saying youth employability is the big thing here under the policy. Thank you so much for that feedback. So let's listen as well from the private sector. And we have Engineer Mary Wangere, Research and Development Manager at HACO. Please put your hands together for her. Let's get to hear from her end how the private sector is seeing this progress. Welcome.
Good afternoon, the CS, honorable guests, and all the delegates. Good afternoon once again. My name is Mary. I represent HACO Industries. I'm the Senior Research and Development Manager. My background was in mechanical engineering a few years ago. The space of Duo TVET is so personal and so dear to me. I'm so passionate with mentorship and bringing women into the STEM field. But today, let's talk about the Duo TVET as an industry and what the impact it has into our nation. It is both an honor and a privilege to represent HACO Industries, one of the Kenya's leading FMCG manufacturers companies, at this important forum where we gather to shape the future of our workforce through Duo TVET and industry-led skill development. At HACO Industries, we believe that the future of the manufacturing in Kenya depends not only on technology, machines, or markets, but most importantly, the skills, the creativity, the adaptability of our people. Our industries are only as strong as the talents that drive them. At HACO Industries, we believe in harnessing and promoting curiosity as the foundation of sustainable innovation and growth. It is curiosity that fuels discovery. It is curiosity that challenges conventional thinking, inspires continuous improvements, and empowers individuals to find new ways to solve problems, create value. In our view, it is curiosity that is not just a personal trait, it is an industry asset that drives progress and competitiveness. When I talk about curiosity, I want to talk about a very dear project at HACO Industries that through the partnership with the National Kiambu Polytechnic, that we were able to harness waste energy. As an industry, we are so much into plastics, and we were able to convert and harness waste energy from the plastics into fuel, that is a liquid fuel that we currently use in our generators. This project was so much driven by the students from this industry in partnership with other partners out there, but also in HACO. But that project is alive today because of the brilliant brains that originated from this TVET. What am I saying? Through this belief, we have as an industry to build a culture where every individual who is young is able to see our production lines, our research labs, and feel our industries as an empowering environment where they can create and they can come together and collaborate to give solutions that are oriented to the current needs. Today, the world of work is evolving fast than ever. The manufacturing flow is no longer just about production lines. It's about innovation. It's about data. It's about sustainability. It's about digital transformation. Yet we still have a persistent gap that is remaining between the learners and the industry. And that's why, as a manufacturing industry in Kenya, we have taken it as an obligation to see that we are bridging that gap. That's why HACO today is embracing Duo TVET with an approach of transforming, bringing in a transformative model that the learners can come so close to the real world of work. Through industry-led training, we are not only embracing employability among Kenyan youths, but we are also ensuring that the skills developed are directly aligned with the real industry needs. Let me talk about another dear project to HACO through the TVETs that are training around the hair care products. As HACO Industries, we have hair care products for African hair geared to African hair types. And we have partnered with TVETs that are training the young people in taking care of the hair. And so many young people have come through our hands, through our internal salons, even going to their own institutions to train them on quality products and how to take care of hair, considering safety. For HACO, this initiative is more than a corporate social responsibility effort. It is a strategic investment in Kenya's future. By partnering with TVET institutions, we are aiming to establish a sustainable pipeline of multi-skilled, diverse talents ready to contribute to the nation's industry growth. We do not train them so that they only contribute to HACO, but we train them so that eventually, even if they don't have space within HACO, wherever they will end up to, they will be multi-skilled talents, ready to face our nation's challenges and give solutions. We believe that as an industry, we have a responsibility to establish skilled talents that are adaptable and capable of thriving across multiple industries. The future belongs to a multi-skilled professional individuals who can blend technical competence with creativity, innovation, and leadership. We also recognize that mentorship is not just a developmental activity, it is a strategic enabler. As a circular economy-driven industry, mentorship is intentional for us, both a mentee and to the mentor. We strongly believe that what used to be referenced as soft skills are now essential skills. Right now, the industry is really looking for a workforce that can manage conflict, a workforce that is emotionally intelligent, a workforce that whatever we used to call soft skills a few years ago, now they have become very essential skills, and even the monitoring and activation of them within the industry. And therefore, our mentorship is not around only the machines, also the soft skills. Let me conclude by saying this. As we launch this policy today, we celebrate the fact that we work within a multi-generational workforce. And as industry today, it is inevitable to absorb the generation that we have today. And therefore, as we walk towards the launch of this policy, we have to bring this into the mind. We cannot talk about future of skills without acknowledging that we are in the era of artificial intelligence. Technology is advancing rapidly, and so much is in this workforce that is coming into the market space. It is through this Duo TVET framework that the industries are going to be enabled to integrate digital literacy, automation, and AI-driven processes into practical training, ensuring that our young professionals are not only prepared for future, but are also leading it. Through strategic partnership and deliberate mentorship, we are shaping a system where the adoption of new technologies is quick, effective, and inclusive, anchored on curiosity, adaptability, and human-centered innovation. I want to invite us into a final call of action. Ladies and gentlemen, no single organization can transform skills landscape alone. It requires a strong collaboration between industry, academia, and government, each playing their role to ensure Kenya's youth are future ready. At HACO Industries, we are proud to be part of this transformational journey. We envision a Kenya where every young person has access to relevant, practical, and future-fit skills, and where industries thrive through innovation, inclusivity, and sustainability. Together, let us come and continue to build the bridge between classrooms and careers, between innovation and implementation, and between today's opportunity and tomorrow's prosperity. Thank you, and let us shape the future together.
Thank you so much. Let's appreciate her one more time for her remarks, Engineer Mary Wangere. We have the schools represented here, and we have principals in the house. And before I invite this one, someone just sent this quote up here, and it was a question that, are you performing your best at your present place of assignment? It's a question for you. I think that's a meditative one. Thank you for the ones who are getting inspired. Go. Please put your hands together for Mr. Sunny Waititu, the Chief Principal, Kiambu National Polytechnic, as he comes to share the angle of all principals. Welcome, sir.
The Chief Guest, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, Honorable Julius Migos Ogamba, the Ambassador of Finland to Kenya, Madam Lina, the Principal Secretary, TVET, Dr. Esther Moria, distinguished representatives of GIZ and AHK, distinguished industry partners, distinguished ministry officials, representatives of universities and sister TVET institutions, dear exhibitors, trainers and trainees, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is with immense pride and gratitude that I welcome you all to this landmark occasion of the official launch of the Dual TVET policy. As Kiambu National Polytechnic, we are privileged to host this event in this conference center that is the only one that is fully fledged among the TVET institutions. CSR, this conference center is well organized, fully contained, with all the conference facilities. The hall we are seated in can accommodate 1,000 people seated. We have exhibition rooms, and we also have holding rooms. You have visited one, and this is the TVET that we have. This is the TVET, the KINAP way. Sir, allow me to take this opportunity to welcome you in a very special way to Kiambu National Polytechnic. I know many visits have been planned, but this one has truly come to be. Kindly feel welcome. I know this is just the start. This is your first time here, but I know soon you'll be visiting us now as Kiambu National Polytechnic. As Kiambu National Polytechnic, we are happy to have been closely involved in this transformative journey of Dual TVET. We are privileged to have been nominated the pioneer among the first 3 TVET institutions in Kenya that were to spearhead dual training. As Kiambu National Polytechnic, we took it with all vigor. We started with 20 students in 2020, and at the moment, we have a population of 337 students under dual training in industrial mechatronics only. The initial idea was that we apply dual TVET in industrial mechatronics, but later we realized there is value in rolling it out to other courses. As we speak, we have rolled out dual training in hospitality and also in automotive. We have also taken lead in mentoring other institutions across the country, so that at the moment we have more than 60 TVET institutions that are practicing dual training. And we are proud and happy to have gotten an opportunity to mentor other institutions. For your information, we are the champions in dual TVET in the country at the moment. During the last award ceremony, Kiambu National Polytechnic emerged the overall best institution in dual TVET, and we didn't just emerge the best in training, we are also the best in greening. So one of the projects we are proud of is our water harvesting capacity, that at the moment we have a capacity of 1.6 million liters. Our water tank, or just outside this building, an underground one, so that you may not notice that it is there. You can see the openings, but down there, below the vegetation, is a 1 million liter water tank where we harvest water, and this gives us a huge saving. Water is expensive, and we are proud that we have also had a chance to mentor other institutions on how this can be done. It is you get to save money, you get to be more self-sustaining, and especially in these difficult economic times. Chief guest, sir, allow me to make a few remarks on behalf of the Kenya Association of Technical Training Institutions and the chair, Dr. David Mwangi. He would have wished to be here, but due to unavoidable circumstances, he could not make it. But allow me to take note of the principals who are members of CATI who are in this congregation. And sir, allow me to ask them to stand and just wave to the congregation and get seated. CATI principals who are here, kindly let us clap for them. Since the inception, kindly be seated. Since the inception of the dual mode of training in the year 2020, CATI has endeavored to cascade this training to other institutions in the country. We envied the 3 institutions that got the opportunity to pioneer, and in earnest, we sought to learn from them and cascade this. We have done this through trainings and workshops organized by CATI. We have done this through advocacy and mentorship. And sir, as CATI, we are committed to making sure that all our TVET institutions are in dual TVET. We want to applaud our 3 initial institutes, that is the Nairobi National Polytechnic, the Thika Technical Training Institution, and Kiambu National Polytechnic, where we are gathered today. Sir, I want to urge all of us to embrace dual training, to seek to learn from those who are already there, and the 3 institutions where I am will be more than willing to guide and to mentor. I want to point out that initially there were challenges where people felt like the industry has nothing to gain from dual TVET or from participating. But within a few months, it was very evident that there is money even for the industry in dual training. Allow me to give an example where one of the industries that was initially a bit reluctant to take the students, by the end of 2 years, when the students were supposed to come and sit exams, the industry could not release them. The reason was, these students are too important to us. They installed a system for us, and this system cannot run without them. The same people you are reluctant to take, now they are so invaluable that you cannot release them even to go and sit exams. We had to delay the exams a bit as we organized, how the industry will continue running and our students come and do their exams and then go back to work. So that is how beautiful the dual training is. And we want to urge all the industry partners that are here and the rest of us who will hear about the reluctance and the questions. Let the partners and those who are willing come to us. We'll take them to the good examples. One of them being this one that has now embraced TVET and dual training, and they are now coming to ask, can we get some more and more students, even those who have trained already? I want to applaud the Kone company. They came to us. They asked for our students in industrial mechatronics, and they enrolled, they interviewed 9, and they admitted all of them, the 9 students. That tells you how impactful the dual training is. Again, I want to welcome you all, thank the German government through GIZ, thank the government of Finland who have come in through Kone, and they have offered employment to our students, and all the partners, not forgetting the industry, who are heavily represented in this congregation. Kindly let us continue with the passion, because we are all here for the young men and women of this country. With those few remarks, I wish to thank you all. Kindly feel at home in Kiambu National Polytechnic. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's appreciate the principal one more time, Asante Sana. And the principal and I met some other place the other time when he won an award, right? But it was not best dancer. It was what? I don't know. That's a nice joke. That was a nice joke. But hey, the award was which one?
Greening?
Yes. Overall best. Overall best in greening in terms of campuses. Imagine. Put your hands together for him. There you go. There you go. Allow me, because I just want the CS to have a moment of just turning and turning, because the people, the VIPs are the people right here. Let me read a comment that I've seen here. Someone saying we need more partnerships, big companies as well, like Isuzu, Sifao. Thank you. You have been heard. Thank you so much for your comments. There's someone who's asking a question. CS, maybe you will address it on the go. And they're saying that what steps is the Ministry of Education taking through Dual TVET program to prepare youth for employment opportunities in the international job market? And I think there's a lot of steps there that we'll be speaking on that, and we shall be taking forth for that. Thank you so much. Can I see by show of hands all the students present here? Put your hand up if you don't mind. Put your hand up if you're a student and you're here seated. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Ah, it's the majority. Let's appreciate them. A beautiful round of applause for that moment. Asante Sana. So keep your comments coming. Definitely we should be able to answer some of this. And you can be able to also see yourselves as they're coming in as well. Thank you so much for that. That point on companies that are giving scholarships, I believe they are there. My next guest to come and speak, we have a passion that we share together. And actually it's dancing, but today we will not have music. I understand that because we are straight to the point. So please put your hands together for the Head of Development Cooperation at the German Embassy, Friederike Henker. A round of applause to her as she comes. Welcome.
Okay, no music today, no dancing. Okay, good. Honorable CS, Honorable PS, Her Excellency Rina Haika, Ambassador of Finland, distinguished guest. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, it's a great honor for me to join you today at this TVET policy lounge. This moment presents a shared belief in the power of education. Then there's nothing more important than education. So let's celebrate today education and everyone here to be there. I want to commend the government of Kenya for its sustained investment in TVET. Germany is proud to walk alongside Kenya on its journey to become the champion of TVET in Africa. If we look at KINAP, I think we are on a very good way to reach that goal. And Germany is very proud to join hands also with partners from Finland. And as such, we are 3 countries, Germany, Finland, and Kenya, that have historically a very strong emphasis on education. And I think it's a very good partnership. And recently, we also have been joined by our partners from Korea to also join the TVET program. TVET is very much a flagship of German-Kenyan Development Cooperation. And just last week, I was already here at KINAP with a German delegation of parliamentarians. And when we had our debriefing after the mission, they remained with one central impression, highlighting their visit here to the TVET institution. And they said they were very touched by talking to the students here, because they could see the pride and the newly gained confidence in their eyes going through the TVET formation. And I think when I walked here and looked at all the people and the students here, it was just this kind of pride that I was seeing in people's eyes and this kind of confidence. So again, I want to thank the State Department of TVET, DPS ESTA, for your very close cooperation. And I think together we reached some very impressive results. We have at the moment close to 10,000 students enrolled in more than 80 TVET institutions, partnering with 1,500 companies. And if you remember our last TVET celebration where we had to dance together, we were at 9,000 students. So meaning in just very few weeks, we came from 9 to 10,000 students, which shows, I think, the success and the dynamic of our joint program. And I think we have to remember that behind these numbers, we have all these students with their pride in the eyes and with their ambition and courage for the future. So I think today this launch of the TVET policy is a very, very important step for everyone who has put really their hearts and sweat and tears into promoting TVET. And it's also a commitment to take on any challenges that are coming and lying ahead of us. So I want to encourage all the stakeholders present here to fill this policy with life and to continue working on making really Kenya the flagship of TVET in the whole of Africa. Honorable CS, Honorable PS, Germany stands ready to continue this journey together with our partners from Finland and from Korea. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. One more beautiful round of applause to Frederica Santisana. In the House, Chief Guest, we also have His Excellency Rina Rika Heikka, the Ambassador of Finland to Kenya. Please put your hands together for her as she comes as well to address us. Round of applause, please. Welcome.
Good afternoon, dear audience. Honorable Julius Migos Ogamba, Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Esther Moria, Principal Secretary, dear friend, Ms. Fredrika Hemke, Head of Cooperation from the Embassy of Germany, TVET stakeholders and partners, dear audience, what a pleasure to stand here today at the launch of the National Dual TVET Policy. This event is another significant landmark in Kenya's ongoing investments in education, skills development, and youth employment. And thank you so much for celebrating this with such an energy. I think we all are just eager to see what kind of selfies and slides and even dancing we might be still seeing ahead, as I hear. So, Honorable Cabinet Secretary, I wish to sincerely commend the government of Kenya for prioritizing these critical issues, particularly the dedication to revitalize the TVET sector. We all recognize that Kenya's population is youthful and growing, thus harnessing the potential of the youth and creating jobs for young people is of utmost importance for growth and stability. As Finland, we are proud to contribute to the strong forward momentum of Kenya's TVET sector, together with our German partners and others in the thriving TVET community. I hope that our joint work will foster close collaboration between our countries and create genuine long-term partnerships, progressing from development cooperation towards deeper engagement in business and trade. The dual training policy has been developed with the support from the Promotion of Youth Employment and Vocational Training project. The project is jointly funded by Finland and Germany, and it is implemented by GIZ in close partnership with the State Department of TVET. The project supports the sustainable integration of the dual training model in the Kenyan TVET system. The reason for this is simple. The dual training model, combining classroom learning with practical, on-the-job training, can bridge the mismatch between the skills of the workforce and the needs of employers. Our joint project was launched in March 23, and progress has been impressive. Let me just mention a couple of numbers. To date, nearly 10,000 students have enrolled in dual training courses at more than 80 TVET institutions across the country. Notably, almost 40% of these trainees are women, reflecting our dedication to encouraging young women to pursue technical vocations. Furthermore, more than 1,500 companies have joined the effort and are actively involved in training students. These are remarkable figures, and I was actually so pleased also the chief principal referred to Kone, a big Finnish company, and we also met with some students outside there sharing their experience. So proud to see that happening in action. As part of the project, we have also established institutional partnership between 7 Finnish educational institutions and Kenyan TVET institutions. These collaborations focus on knowledge transfer and benchmarking in key areas such as pedagogy, modern teaching technologies and green transition, and maritime education. And actually, together with PS, Esther, we just this morning participated together with all the Finnish representatives to a seminar that is actually still ongoing, had a lot of talks about meaningful long-term partnerships, really making a difference and building ties between our countries. Dear audience, today's launch of the dual training policy marks a significant step in institutionalizing dual training in Kenya, reinforcing confidence in the sustainable of the dual training model. In the policy, we have now a collectively approached national framework for implementing dual training in Kenya, serving all partners, TVET institutions, industry, and trainees. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has contributed to our shared success, including ministry leadership and officials, principals, TVET trainers, company executives, in-company trainers, and of course, the students themselves back there. However, while we celebrate the launch of the policy today, tomorrow our focus must shift to implementation. As we move from policy to implementation through guidelines and institutional structures, I encourage all stakeholders to continuously assess progress and build on what works best. Dear audience, as we have heard today, companies play a crucial role in skills development, and strong collaboration with the private sector is essential to keeping TVET relevant to the evolving demands of the labor market. Finland's vocational education is built on a shared commitment between education providers, employers, and society. Flexible individual learning plans ensure students gain essential skills at their own pace, benefiting both learners and employers. The dual training policy strengthens the private sector's role in training, moving beyond attachments to active participation in equipping learners with up-to-date hands-on competencies. This is so important. In Finland, companies actively co-design training programs with TVET institutions, helping students transition smoothly into the workforce. Employers, educations, and government agencies also regularly collaborate to create a joint foresight report on future skill needs. So we are working constantly in Finland also to do better. Honorable Cabinet Secretary, I once again wish to congratulate you on this significant milestone and to commend the strong commitment that you and the government of Kenya continue to show towards education, skills development, and youth employment. I want to assure you that Finland remains a committed partner and that you can count on our continued support in translating the dual policy into concrete action on the ground. Thank you. Asante sana.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. Let's appreciate her better. Thank you so much once again for that. Ambassador has put me on the spot because she says she's looking forward to some dancing moment. Don't worry about it. We shall do it at some point. Ladies and gentlemen, I think when I see us, you'll hear some things here. People are typing thick and fast. Can you listen to this particular point here? Someone is asking that, sometimes we have special visas that allow people to be employed in certain other countries to go and work. Can we have that? That's for all the embassies represented. It's just a point. Thank you so much, students. This is your day. You can share as much. Somebody asked the CS, can you adopt a plumber? I don't know. You will tell us that. I think that's a student who's asking. Thank you so much for that. You're making us feel lively and going and going and going. Excellent. Lovely. Thank you so much for that moment. We're just about to close on the sessions with the last keynote addresses. And at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether my tech team, are you ready? Are you excellent? Just checking. Thumbs up, Elijah. I'm just trying to see. We're good? Excellent. Can I hear it? Oh, lovely. Yeah, let me hear it. Let me hear it for a moment. I just want to hear it. There's a certain speech that you should hear from a student. Just play it right now if I can hear it. Going once, going twice. In Tibet, we don't wait. Especially when the car is playing. Excellent. Okay. It's there. Just pause it. That's the national anthem of Tibet. Did you hear it? So please stand for a moment. Just stand from wherever you are. I have been told by a certain medical doctor that I respect, it's not good for people to sit for more than an hour without stretching their legs. Please kick a little bit, let the blood go. It's supposed to go, especially these people at the front here. Your age does not permit you to sit for too long. I'm just saying, all right? So kindly just follow my instructions. Elijah, give me that instruction for a moment. That's the anthem. This is how we respect the anthem. Everybody attention, just attention. Then hold your hands like a Kenyan who's about to run. Are we together? Take position. Are you ready? Okay, so just move like you're running. Then you look down. Thank you, CS, you're doing well. Then look up. More time, down. You're doing well. Then up one more time. This time on, bounce a bit. Then one more time. Then final one. Just turn around as you kick your legs. You're doing well. Excellent. This is it. Oh, lovely. Thank you so much. You may take your seats. Asante sana. I thank you, DJ. You're doing so well. You will be glad to know that DJ passed through Kiambu Technical. Right, excellent. You're doing so well. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And please put your hands together for the Principal Secretary, Dr. Esther Thera, as she comes right here, State Department of TVET, to kindly take us through these sessions as well. And we'll as well invite our chief guest. Welcome, ma'am. Good to see you. You want to use this or this? Yeah, that's good.
My CS, Julius Migos Ogamba, Ministry of Education, Your Excellency Rika Heike, Ambassador for the Republic of Finland, Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany, represented here by the Head of Development Cooperation, my friend Fendirike. TVET stakeholders, partners, and champions, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, students, good afternoon. Nisalimieni hewani, by that I mean greet me in the air. If there is one partner that has worked with Kenya's TVET sector through every twist, test, turn, to triumph the reforms of TVET in this country, it is GIZ. Please give them a clap. In fact, when the CS came and we were walking here and he had not seen Murenga, and when they met, he asked, I was wondering, what is GIZ here, and I had not seen you. That is how much GIZ is us, and GIZ is, the face of GIZ is Murenga. GIZ has been more than a partner. You have been a pillar of transformation, turning bold ideas into living realities and aspirations into action. I appreciate the support of the governments of Finland and need through GIZ in building a system where young Kenyans do not just train for certificates, but for careers with confidence to contribute to Kenyan industry. It is therefore an honor to be part of this historic milestone for Kenya's skills development journey. The launch of the National Dual TVET policy is a new chapter in preparing young people for real jobs in a fast-changing world. This is perhaps one of the few policies that took off in implementation before the paperwork was finalized. And yet, unlike many others, it never found its way to the shelves. In fact, it is already hard at work across TVET institutions and industry. And we have had the statistics that have been read here. The State Department for TVET remains committed to deepening these linkages by aligning curricula with industry, building trainer capacity, and expanding inclusion through green, digital, and gender-responsive training. The goal is simple: to connect learning with livelihoods and ensure that every young Kenyan acquires skills which are competent, with confidence and character to thrive locally and globally. In fact, CS, what we have done now at the State Department is to establish last mile trainings. We will have trainings done across the institutions, and where we need polishing, we have established last mile sectors where we want to ensure that as our young people get out of our institutions, they are properly crafted. CS in TVET, in case you do not know, because uko na university wakanda kusumbua, uko na the children who have to do exams. In TVET, meanwhile, we are saying that we are operating with finesse. That is, we do not want any young person to walk out there without being so excellently crafted that whether it is locally or internationally, they find their space with absoluteness. For example, CS. At the Nairobi National Polytechnic, and here we have established last mile training in hospitality, where we have partnered with Gemsuit Hotels, so that, you know, Gemsuit Hotels, why CS we decided to do that? I went to China. Let me put my papers down. And in China, I was privileged to be in the company of Excellency the President. So I went to the lunch of the two presidents, China and Kenya. Imagine, you know, you get to such an opportunity only once in your lifetime. So we were being served by these people who are doing military service, CS. The line was bringing food from one end and another one from one end. Tallest, I don't know how much tall Chinese are, tallest at the back, shortest at the front, and on both sides. You remember the NYS style? And they would all place the food on the table at the same time. And when they came to pick plates, another lines to collect the plates so that we have brought the next line of foods, they would all pick those plates at the same time. And walk out of it. I was so impressed. I thought they were robots. Then, when I spoke to somebody at the Gemsuit Hotels, he told me, and I was telling him, you know what I saw in China? And he told me, but Esther, that is how we served Obama when he was in Kenya. I asked him, that can be done in Kenya. Not that it can be done, it was done in Kenya. And what we did is adopted that guy, made an MOU with him so that he can craft these young people at a last mile training to be like those Chinese. I mean, if I can see my students doing that, I think I would go home and rest in peace. Not die, rest in my home. I take this opportunity to once more sincerely thank our partners present here for their enduring support and to commend the Cabinet Secretary present here for his exemplary leadership in championing this policy at the highest level. CS, this I am not just saying for the sake of reading speeches. I am saying that CS, since he came in, has supported me so well that when I need anything flown up to the highest government level, that is the cabinet, I only need to discuss with him. We agree, I put it on paper, and let me tell you, my CS is in a hurry to get it approved at the cabinet level. Please give him a clap. There is another cabinet paper I've written. I'm here to find out here where the other one is. But I am so sure that I am working so well with my CS that whatever I need acceded to at cabinet level for TVET will be done because my CS is absolutely supportive. You don't find that in just any other place, and for that, I am very grateful. And I hope we shall be here together for a long time. In our space, we can walk out of this door and we find he is in another ministry, I am somewhere, or maybe nowhere. With these few remarks, it is now my honor and pleasure to invite the Cabinet Secretary to make his keynote address and officially launch the dual TVET policy. Thank you and God bless you.
Please be seated. PS, don't worry, you just need to be loyal. And then all will be well. Your Excellency Irina Rika Heka, Ambassador of the Republic of Finland. Your Excellency Sebastian Groth, Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany, represented here today. And by the way, welcome to Kenya. You're completely new here. As you indicated earlier, these are very, very welcoming people. And we hope you came with all your bags. Dr. Esther Moria, Principal Secretary, State Department for TVET. All the TVET stakeholders here, partners and champions. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon again. The MC. Minor Chege? Are the initials for the MC or your initials? Let me just let you into a secret. And I am imagining that because none of you chose my course, all your showers are working. For a very, very long time in this country, we had a problem of plumbing. You could do a very good house, do everything right. But when you go to the shower, you might want to look for a bucket because the water will trickle down. And we kept asking, what is the secret? What is the problem? And that's why in my head, it has never left me. And I think if I was to come to this TVET, I would just do plumbing. So the gentleman or lady who wants to be adopted as a plumber, unione baada ya hapa. You could build a house, as I said, in the night, the pipes in the ceiling will start talking to each other, and you keep waking up. So we need this space to ensure that the guys we are training can actually give us support in that space. Let me also start by first apologizing because I know we were supposed to have done this yesterday. In fact, not yesterday. This dual training policy was supposed to have been launched very, very many months ago, I think after March of this year. And we've had challenges getting a date, because initially it was meant to be launched by His Excellency the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Professor Kithure Kindiki. But when the dates became impossible, I think last month, he advised us that we can go ahead and launch it. The reason is this Murenga here that you see of GIZ. When I came into this ministry, the first time we met, even before I knew what dual training policy was, he told me there's a cabinet memo that is of this policy that is stuck. Can you do something about it? And he could not let me go. Anywhere we met, he could push me. And I told the peers and these principals here of Kati, that being a minister running a ministry from ECD all the way to the universities, the TVETs were like the middle child. The firstborn, very well taken care of. The middle child, sometimes ignored. And of course, the lastborn is the person that you normally stay with all through. But there was a lot of trouble upstairs, and a lot of trouble downstairs, and a lot of peace here in the middle. But Murenga was threatening to take that away from me. So I was forced to push it through. And once it was done, we needed to launch it so that we can pick up from where it is. And it's a good thing that we managed to pass it. And today, we are glad that we are going to launch it so that we can actually continue implementing it, because it has already started being implemented. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we mark a major milestone in the history of Kenya's education and skills development journey. We gather for the launch of the dual training policy, a policy that speaks directly to the hopes of our young people and the promises that we have made to future generations. We gather not just to launch a policy document, but to celebrate a powerful idea that learning thrives where theory meets practice, where classrooms meet workplaces, where young people gain not only knowledge, but hands-on experience, confidence, and pathways to meaningful employment. That's why when you did the survey, I think 61% were of the opinion that the dual training policy increases chances in employment. Kenya is a youthful nation. More than 70% of our citizens are below the age of 35. This is not simply a demographic fact, but is also a national treasure. Our young people stand ready to imagine, to create, and to build. Our young people do not ask for charity, they ask for opportunity. And as a government, our duty is clear. We must equip our youth with skills, with confidence, and with pathways to dignified work. We are doing this from the earliest levels of our education system because these are the levels that feed into the various tertiary education like TVET. As you may already know, we provide free compulsory basic education in line with Article 53 of our Constitution. The current education reform process that is geared towards the competency-based education will not change this fact. The approved rates of capitation remain in place. That's 1,420 per learner per year in primary schools. Kenya shillings 15,042 per learner per year in junior schools, and Kenya shillings 22,244 per learner per year in senior school. May I take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to clarify that the government has not revised the boarding fees payable by learners at any level, including in senior schools. The approved boarding fees remains as has always been. Reports appearing in sections of the media today, to the contrary, are incorrect. I just took advantage of the media to pass a message. So please let Kenyans know that that has not changed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's called a strategic intervention. Ladies and gentlemen, the government has placed TVET at the center of our development agenda to expand opportunity, drive industrial growth, and empower our youth with skills, dignity, and a future they can build with their own hands and minds. Just a week ago, the Higher Education Loans Board released 441 million for upkeep loans to 54,204 students enrolled in TVET colleges. So far, more than 126,000 TVET students have been funded in the financial year 2025-2026, amounting to a total of 3.47 billion. The dual training policy, therefore, is one of the boldest steps that we are taking to fulfill this duty. It reflects our belief that learning must be practical, it must be relevant, and closely connected to the real economy. It is a critical pillar in the implementation of the competency-based education and training, and aligns with Vision 2030's promise of a globally competitive, industrial, and knowledge-driven economy. In May this year, I had the privilege of witnessing dual training in action at the Nairobi National Polytechnic and Castino Motors alongside President Alexander Stubb of Finland. I saw students learning by doing. I witnessed young men and women taking apart modern automotive systems and rebuilding them with precision. I saw young people handling digital tools, learning advanced diagnostics, and working with new mobility technology. Their confidence was inspiring, their skills enormous, while their ambition was unmistakable. That experience reminded me of one thing. When young people are given a chance to learn in real workplaces, they do not just gain skills, they gain identity, they gain purpose, and they gain pride. That is the spirit of the dual TVET. That is the vision that this policy brings to life. Ladies and gentlemen, today's launch of the dual training policy is therefore not simply a policy milestone. It is a national commitment, a commitment to skills over paper, competence over theory, opportunities over promises. Dual training offers our youth the best of both worlds, classroom knowledge and workplace experience. It answers a question that our country has grappled with for many years. How do we ensure that our training leads to employment, productivity, and innovation? The answer is here today. This model brings together TVET institutions as knowledge centers, industry as learning and innovation spaces, that youth as the engine of productivity, and government as an enabler and guarantor of standards, while development partners are catalysts for innovation, knowledge exchange, and system strengthening. In this model, students do not wait to apply learning after graduation. They practice When they fail, they try again. They innovate and grow while learning. And that is what globally competitive societies do. This policy marks a shift from education for its own sake to education for employment, innovation, and nation building. It creates a strong and deliberate bridge between training institutions and industry. It guides how we apply a CBET model to the real labor market needs. It positions TVETs not as alternatives, but as engines of national competitiveness. Ladies and gentlemen, now allow me to acknowledge our valued partners. The Federal Republic of Germany and the Republic of Finland have stood firm with Kenya in deep technical cooperation, sharing expertise, co-designing solutions, and helping shape a system that is uniquely Kenyan and globally competitive. We appreciate the technical cooperation and support through GIZ and unwavering commitment shown to strengthening skills development in our country. We do not take this friendship lightly. The future of skills development lies in strengthened TVET industry linkages, because it is industry that understands the market, drives technology, and creates jobs and wealth. Through this policy, industry will play a central and active role in shaping Kenya's skills future. Employers will not only help design relevant and forward-looking curricula, but also open their doors to provide real-world training environments. They will mentor trainees, guide them through practical learning, and participate in assessing their competitiveness and competencies. This is how we build a workforce that competes globally, performs productively here at home, and drives innovation in every sector of the economy. Ladies and gentlemen, today, I call upon industry leaders across all sectors: manufacturing, automotive, construction, ICT, hospitality, health, agriculture, energy, creative industries, and others to deepen their engagement. Open more apprenticeship spaces, collaborate with our TVET institutions on curriculum development and delivery. This policy has clear enablers. It puts inclusivity at the heart of skills development. It prioritizes young women, young mothers, persons with disabilities, and learners from underserved communities. It ensures that no talent is overlooked. It responds to the realities of the digital economy, embedding ICT skills across programs and expanding digital infrastructure in TVET institutions. And critically, it embraces the green transition from renewable energy and clean mobility to sustainable agriculture and green manufacturing. Dual TVET prepares a workforce ready for the future. Alongside this policy, ladies and gentlemen, the government is implementing wide-ranging reforms in the TVET sector. We are upgrading equipment, strengthening instructor training, reforming capitation, establishing open learning platforms, operationalizing recognition of prior learning policy, and improving oversight through the Kenya National Qualifications Framework. We are working to ensure equality, equity, access, and relevance in order to have all our trainees get the very best. To our youth, this policy is your bridge to opportunities through strengthening TVET industry linkages. Kenya needs your energy, your talent, and your creativity. To our partners and stakeholders, let us treat today not as the end of a process, but as at the beginning of an accelerated action plan. Let us continue building a Kenya where skills define success, where employers shape training, and where education leads directly to opportunity. Let us all walk this journey together to make this policy alive and live in our everyday lives and the lives of our young people, both women and men. Let us build a Kenya where every young person feels seen, supported, and prepared to shape their destiny. It is now, are we going to go there to do the last part? Yes. But before we do, I just wanted to thank the principal and all the principals here for the good work that you've done. I was informed that this particular conference center was built using your own saved sources. Congratulations. And I'm sure my other teams they are thinking what I'm thinking. But of the 200 students who are in the industry who could not come back to do exams, I would suggest that you get away in future of taking the exams to them. They don't so they don't have to come back here. Maybe you can do something in that space so that if that happens, then you take the exams to them and it is done. But with those remarks, I want to thank you all for everything that you do in this sector, and God bless you all. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much, CS. Let's appreciate him one more time. I'll allow you to just take a breather there for a minute, then I will call you to do that last sentence. Let's appreciate one more time. A round of applause to our CS. Thank you so much. Beautiful moment there. And at this moment, our chief guest, Honorable Julius, that sentence is very important because we wanted to practically do it. I wanted to allow everything to be set, and I think we are right away going to go to that moment. And so if you don't mind, I want you to be flanked by our PS and of course Ambassador as well. Please come by here, and all the guests who spoke here, including our student representative, our private secretary representative, please come right here, just close by. But I would ask the PS to kind of take a detour, come right here next to the CS. There you go, lovely. And maybe Ambassador could join that. The rest of us could be on that other end there, just right at the end, because something is about to happen just at the end there. Don't be so close to that because there's some gun kind of powder thing that happens there. There you go. And as that happens, for the rest of us, I'll be telling you what's happening since the media has taken over at some corners. Don't worry. But we have a beautiful countdown to the launch. We have a beautiful countdown to the launch. And I'm going to request the audience to help me count in a way because it will be on the screen. And then we shall be able to observe. CS, you'll press that buzzer in a way. Not yet. When I call it, you'll press it. And then boom. We will wait to see. So can we have the countdown on the screen so we can get started? Over to you, tech team. Let's go. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. CS, please press it. There you go. It's working. It's working. It's working. There you go. There you go. Come on, let's appreciate the moment with a beautiful round of applause. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Come on, keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. It's coming up. There you have it. The National Dual Technical and Vocational Education and Training Policy. There you have it. Beautiful one. One more time, a beautiful round of applause for that moment. Asante sana. Lovely, lovely. Excellent. That's enough. That's enough. Thank you so much. Buona CS, you will understand this is from the students and they wanted to show that they have enough of this gunpowder. Thank you so much. Beautiful moment there. So if you don't mind, please come upstairs as well as my guest because we have some beautiful photo moments to take over here. If you don't mind, come to the center right there so that we can be able to... Oh, yeah, you want one there? Okay, okay. Madam P.S. has said because of her beauty fashion industry, we need to take one. There you go. So we'll take one there. Yes, excellent. Then we'll take some formal ones here. Yes, yes, yes. You can take 1, 2 there, pass it on. Ambassador, you don't mind? Yeah, have one copy. There you go. We're going to take some there, and then come up here. Excellent, excellent. That's okay. Get one, get one. There you go, there you go, there you go. One for him as well. There you go, there you go. We got many. Who else? Just checking. Yes, everybody gets one. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Can I have the student representative? Come in here. You know, you got to be there. Please, 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 just somehow. We will first of all do this squeezing in. It's a fashion way. Yes, I understand that. Now, everybody, look at them. Look at them in 3, 2, go. There you go. Lovely, lovely. That is beautiful, beautiful. It is right there. Now, don't lose your copy. Come up now here. Come up here. Excellent. Thank you. Just give us that background. It's working. It's working. Yes, there you go. Please come up here nicely. Nice and sweet. And somehow, we're going to make a nice curve right here. For the sake of it, just around the CS. So CSP at the center right there. And then please come. Do we have the private sector representation up here? Please come up with a copy. Yes, she's right here. Coming up, coming up. There you go. There you go. Lovely, lovely. Beautiful. Everybody gets a copy. There you go. There you go. Yes, yes, yes. Come this side as well. This side as well has favor. Just come this side as well. Lovely, lovely. Yes. Madam PS, is someone? Private sector, yes, private sector. Come right here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Lovely, lovely. Aha, let's take that moment. And I want to ask us all to first of all look at the gentleman in suit. This one is from our biggest media house. Just checking there. Excellent. And then we shall, so all of us now adopt. Don't look at any phone. The rest are fake. No, I'm just joking. They're fine. They're fine. Are we good now? Excellent. Thank you so much. I believe that should be it. Yes? All right, all right. Thank you so much. He just gave me a nice instructions, which I didn't get. He was whispering like he's not from Tibet. What were you saying? Okay, so I have been requested the rest of us will take a seat apart from the CS, PS, and the ambassadors as well, and representative from the ambassadors just to remain right there. Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful moment there. Thank you so much. So there you have it. There you have it. Yes, yes. Oh, okay. Coastal, yeah. Costa, yeah, please come up here. Yeah, you're not allowed. Yes, excellent, lovely, lovely. Mine is to follow instructions. I'm going to ask that we first of all look at it. Yes, 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 yes. Lovely. Let's show the front page. Yes, yes. Not on the other side. Let's take that picture. Everybody, just look at the center. Don't look anywhere else. There you go. 3, 2, go. Excellent. Can I ask us all to open page 6? Page 6. There's something inside there. We had put an envelope. Just look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Thank you. See, yes, excellent. Yes, yes. But no, don't open that way. See, yes, read. Just read it. No, the other way. Just read like you're reading page 6. There's some, yeah. Are you looking at page 6? Excellent. That's the picture. We are done. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I know. Excellent. Thank you so much. You may take your seats. Let's appreciate them with a clap. Asante sana. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please allow me to have a 2-minute quick vote of thanks. And Gideon, just remain right there so that you can close for us in a beautiful Kali way. But just before that, CS, I know you're about to leave, but I want a session with you to give some beautiful certificates. There's some people who want to appreciate. So if you don't mind, we could have these quick certificates come up here. And may I have that particular session as well before we close in. And I'll just call you by name. Come up very fast so that at least we can appreciate you. And the first certificate, please, if I may have Willis Mogambi Mureithi. Please come up here. Let's appreciate him as he comes. The CS is going to give you a certificate. Willis, if you hear your name, please come up very fast. Thank you. This young man, look at him like this. He has done a lot. Welcome, welcome, Willis. There you go. There you go. There you go. Don't worry. Yeah. Just focus on the CS. We are just ambassadors here, just helping out. Put your hands up. Victoria Wanjiko Wamboi, please come up very fast. Victoria Wanjiko Wamboi. A round of applause to her. Please come up here as well, as fast as you can. Next as well, Julius Wainain Amboro. Please come up here as well. There you go. This is Victoria coming up. That's Victoria. There you go. Victoria. Julius, where are you? Are you set, Julius? Yes, come right. Stay right there. Mary Nyamboke. Yes, Mary Nyamboke as well. Come by. Come up, Julius. Welcome, Julius. Excellent, excellent. There you go. That's the certificate. There you go. Lovely, lovely. Excellent. Then, Haron Musa, please be close. And Mary Nyamboke, are you here? Please come up, come up, come up. When I call you, come in the speed of Gen Z. Just post right there. Just post right there. There you go. Yeah. This is the one who wanted to be adopted. Not now. Not now. Not now. Just checking. Just checking. Nyaboke is here. Please go ahead. Yes, we were just checking the correct one so that you don't go elsewhere. Haron Musa, please come right here. Eric Mohalia, please come up here. Haron is next. Aaron, please come by there. Enjoy the moment. Eric, and then Arnold. Arnold Usiumutini, please come by. Eric, are you here? Excellent. Eric is also right here. Well done. Eric, go ahead, go ahead. Yes, there you go. Lovely. Excellent, lovely. And then we're going to have some principals. Can I have some representatives, 5 principals to come up here? This is just representatives. I have been asked to just randomly call principals. And because I can't point out, I'll start with the host. So please come up here. You're going to receive a copy here as a representative as well. There you go. There you go. Yes. Can I have 2? Excellent. They're right here. Please come up here. Excellent. 1, 2. Yes, 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 yes. Right here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Yeah, lovely. I love the ladies. They're already here. Lovely. Yes, excellent, excellent. Come up here. Come up here. Yes. Lovely, lovely. Let me have a copy. There you go. There you go. Excellent, excellent. Let's just have one at a time so that we can enjoy the photo. We can enjoy the photo. Thank you so much. Excellent. Next as well, we have right there. Oh, PS is right here. Excellent to help me out. Excellent. And lovely. Next one as well. There you go. Can I have State Department TVET representatives to kindly come up as well? We have Kati as well. Please come up right here. Canapco as well. Please come up here. And finally, industry. So I will start with State Department. State Department, if you don't mind. Is this the entire State Department? Just checking. Yes, they're not joking. Just somehow we're going to carve there. They're all here. Oh my goodness. Welcome. We have space. Please come up here. Excellent. Some of you can cross over to the other side. Cross over. Yes. Yes. Yes, there you go. Representatives. Excellent. Excellent. Don't be left behind. You can cross over to the other side to balance it. Are we okay? Lovely. 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 Excellent. Not everybody will get for now. Just somehow pose for a picture. CS, that will be the last one for them. They are quite a number. The others we're going to send you virtually. Yes. Excellent. Yes. Okay, private. Excellent. We'll have one more private sector, please. Canapco. This is private sector. Canapco. Do we have Canapco? Oh, she's right here. Excellent. Lovely, lovely. Thank you so much, CS. Yes, I believe we should be done there. But there's one industry, Hako, the one who spoke. Yes, please come, because without Hako, we may not hack it. There you go. Welcome. Welcome, Hako. There you go. Yes. Lovely. Lovely. Yes, lovely, lovely. Beautiful. And we have, there's another private sector here who takes a lot of interns, and you said he has to come. Please come by. Please come by. And then the chair. The chair, please come up right here. Come up here, chair. Excellent, excellent. And then we have a final one here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, he has it. Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you so much, Chair. Thank you so much, CS and PS. Asante sana. A round of applause to them. Thank you so much for that moment. And finally, quick vote of thanks. And Gideon is right here. Welcome, sir. I can see the podium's coming up, but do you want to... I'm just checking. He's quite Gen Z. Just keep it away. Thank you. All the best.
All right, thank you. We have come to the end of this session. For the Honorable CS, Honorable Julius Migos Ogamba, the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Dr. Esther Moria, the Principal Secretary for the State Department of TVET, and of course my good friend. We have worked very closely in making this a success. Your Excellencies, His Excellency Rina Rika from the Republic of Finland, and of course Madam Frederike representing the German Embassy, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gideon Morenga. I work for GIZ, the Youth Employment and TVET Project, as the senior TVET advisor. And it obviously gives me immense joy and pride to give this vote of thanks on this historic day when we have officially launched the dual TVET policy, a milestone that signifies a bold step towards transforming Kenya's TVET system, and especially the TVET landscape. First and foremost, allow me to express our heartfelt gratitude to the CS. And as he has rightly stated, it was a journey to have a conversation. He was still very new, and the very first meeting we had, I asked him about this. I'm sure he was even wondering, what is this we're talking about? But I want to appreciate the fact that he was very keen to listen and understand, and he made a commitment. I remember, in fact, what most of you don't know is that he presented it the first time and it was rejected. That's what most of you don't know. And we had a session after that, and he told me the issues that have been raised are very minor issues. I will be able to rework on them and resubmit within 2 months. And I can assure you within 2 months, it was resubmitted back and it was approved. Let's give a round of applause to our CS. So your inspiring leadership and of course marking this important day, your continued commitment to skills development and youth empowerment remains a great source of motivation for all of us working in the TVET ecosystem. Of course, to our very own Madam TVET, Dr. Esther Moria, our PS, your tireless efforts are evident. Steering reforms, we have seen a lot of transformations, and of course, you have made TVET become relevant and more relevant. Your effort to ensure that industry becomes part of this training is quite evident, and we really appreciate you for that. So a round of applause to Madam PS. Of course, to the partners, the government of Finland, the government of Germany, really supported this in terms of technical cooperation. We started at a pilot phase. It went to scaling up the model. When we only started with about 3 institutions in 2019, now we are talking about over 100. When we started with about 15 industries then, now we are talking about 1,500. The students then were just about 21. Now we are talking about over 10,000 students. So we really appreciate the support that you have provided. Of course, to all the other key partners, the Association of Principals, Technical Training Institution represented by all the TVET principals, all the trainers, all the trainees. Your passion and resilience continue to give life to the dual TVET vision. The voices and testimonies of our trainees remind us why we do what we do, to transform lives through skills and opportunity. Finally, to our hosts, the Kiambu National Polytechnic, thank you for your warm hospitality, for giving us a venue today, for being an excellent example of what a vibrant TVET institution can be. As we close, let this policy not just be a document, but a living framework that drives meaningful change, connects youth to real jobs, and builds a prosperous, skilled, and innovative Kenya. Thank you all, and may God bless you.
Thank you so much, Gideon. I have nothing else to say, but the most important one is that we have tea. Just hold on. Lincoln, where are you? Come here. Yeah, you can leave your bag and tools aside. Buenos Dias, this is the man who said he wanted to be adopted. Makofi kwake tafadhali, a round of applause. Yes. I think he has already even started buying some pipe joiners, all those kind of things there in the back. So no worries, no worries. So probably what I will do, because the CS is just going quickly to a holding room, you can have that chat, all right? Makofi kwake tafadhali, be bold, always take stages, all right? Yeah. You'll even take a selfie there with him, okay? Asante sana. You can, yeah, so I leave you in the hands of Bish, but good stuff, man. Yeah. Okay, wait, but we'll talk more. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is tea after this. If you haven't registered, kindly pass by the registration desk. You'll get that. To all the principals here and some of the representatives who are here, everybody will get a copy as well so that you can be able to see that. For the ones who don't like reading too much, they like looking on their phones, we also have ways of digitally sending you. As long as you've registered, you'll get that. Thank you so much. I'll allow our chief guest and our ambassadors to leave and exit first, and the rest of us shall be left here enjoying tea, networking, and doing many other things. Asanteni sana. God bless you. Let's end with a beautiful round of applause. Asanteni sana. God bless you. There you go, DJ, now you can do your thing. Thank you.
How are we going to align our education to be in tandem with the targets we have set for ourselves under Vision 2030? If education is the key, TVET is the master key. The future is different from the past. We need new skills. We need new competencies. We need new approaches. We need new knowledge for us